Hello students, welcome to Metrology and Quality Control classes. So in this lecture, we will study about slip gauges and length bars. So in previous lecture, we studied about standards. So what is standards, primary standards, secondary standards, tertiary standard, working standards, like that. And mainly we concentrated on line standard, wavelength standard, and standard, and we saw the difference between these standards. So in this lecture, we study about slip gauges and length bars. Content of the lecture. First one, slip gauges, selecting slips, standard sets, accessories of slip gauges, care of slip gauges, use of slip gauges, ringing of slip gauges, length bars. So these all things we'll study in this lecture, right? So now we will go for what is slip gauge. Slip gauges. So this is an important topic in metrology because of in slip gauges in our laboratory also these slip gauges are available. Slip gauges are rectangular blocks of steel having a cross section about 30 into 10 mm made of a high grade steel, hardened steel with exponentially close tolerance. So if you see in this picture, so these are the slip gauges. In the particular the box, the size set of the slip gauges are available. It is a rectangular blocks, right? It is in a rectangular box, 10 mm width and 30 mm height, right? So these slip gauges is very accurate. It means it is very high accuracy. When we are going to calibrate our any equipments, these slip gauges will be used. Slip gauges will be used. So slip gauges is for calibration purpose they are using slip gauges. So when we see the slip gauges, weight also will be there, right? Slip gauges and another angle gauges. So as like as in slip gauges we will measure the height and length only, width only, but angle gauges will measure the angles. Same like as in slip gauges, but that measurement is different and slip gauges measurement is different, right? It is very high finished gauges. So this is a slip gauge. Selecting slip gauges. How we are selecting the slip gauges? Minimum number of slip gauges chosen for combination of blocks depend upon the type of set available. What set you have, depend upon that you are select the slip gauges, whatever the slip gauges you want, right? So if you see in this picture, some of the slip gauges are kept into the sign bar. So if you see one of the length bar also will be there. After that, some of the slip gauges are there, right? So whenever you are selecting the slips based on the set available, what of the type of set available from your side, so based on that you can select the slips. So these are the sets available for the slip gauges. Set of M45, set of M87. If you see the range 1.0012 to 1.001, 9 piece होगा. Then 1.01 to 1.09, the step is 0.01, that is 9 piece होगा. 1.1 to 1.9, the gap is the difference is 0.1, the pieces are 9, and then 1 to 9, 1 piece step, and then pieces are 9. 10 to 90, that is 10 is, and then the total pieces are 9, so it is total 5 into 9, 940. 5 into 9, 45 pieces. This is a set about the set of M45. If you go for set of M87, so 1.001 to 1.009, that is 9 piece. So difference is 1.001, 1.002. Difference is 0.001. Like the step means the difference. 1.01 to 1.49. The difference is 0.01. The step is 0.01. Pieces are 49 pieces. 1.02, 1.03, 1.04, 1.05, 1.06. Like this. Right? Next 0.5 to 9.5. So that is 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. Like the difference is 0.5. Total pieces are 19. If you go for range 10 to 90, that is 10 piece. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, like that. There are total pieces are 9. So another range is only single piece, that is 1.005. There is no another piece, that is single piece, that is 1. The set is 87, M87. Right? So there are two sets are available when we are taking into account. Means what set you can select, means if you want to whatever the available in the set, so based on that you can select the set. Accessories of slip gauges. Various slip gauges accessories are shown following the figures as listed as measuring jaws, scriber and center point, holders and base. If you see this picture, some of the pictures, it is for the measurement of external, for the measurement of internal, and then so if you see these pictures, the holder is one of the part, measuring jaws are one of the part, slip gauges, they are for the purpose of to hold the slip gauges, right? And then scriber or center point, what for them? That is the marking purpose. When we are measuring the any instruments, so you need a marking how much level. Suppose if you want to measure the height, so the height will be marked where we are going to measure. So the scriber or center pointer will be used for that one. If you want to select the center point, so then that time you can use the center point options. For measuring saws are available in two designs, for external or internal measurement के लिए and then external measurement के लिए हम लोग measuring jaws को यूज कर सकते हैं. For scriber and center point for marking out purpose, सो मार्किंग के लिए हम लोग दोनों यूज करते हैं. होल्डर्स एंड बेस. होल्डर इज टू होल्ड द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ स्लिप गेज. बेस मीन्स इट इज इन बेस means it will be keep on the, if you want any vertical measurement will be there, that time the base will be used. These are the accessories of slip gauges. When we are measuring using of slip gauges, that time we can use these accessories, so that then only we will measure the anything, right? We will measure the any diameter, any height or any length of the jobs or products, whatever it may be, right? These are the accessories of slip gauges. Care of slip gauges. So when we are handling the slip gauges, what we have to take the parameters. So first point, all surfaces are protected by applying anti-corrosive gel. So when we are taking care of the slip gauges, the slip gauges must, all the surfaces of the slip gauges applying the anti-corrosive gel, because of if they exposed to the atmosphere, automatically rust or corrosion is deposited on the slip gauges. So second point, they are prevented from the and dirt. If any dust is there, if any dirt will be there, we have to prevent that one. Because of that's why when after using of the slip gauges, we have to kept in the box, right? This is second part. Third point, when not in use, they should be kept at their proper places. Suppose after experiment is over, after particular job measurement is over, what happened that time? So that time you can kept where you are brought from there. It means like you can keep in the your boxes or in almaras, where it is the safe condition, you can kept there because of by using dust particles and everything will be there, so we can protect from that one. Next, fourth one, gauges are used in air conditioning rooms which protect them from the thermal expansions because of air conditions rooms and because of their temperature is different, maybe thermal expansion will be less, so based on that we can take care of the we can protect the slip gauges because of if you touch the slip gauges is very cold, so you have to take care of this about this one. And fifth point, gauges are to be dehydrated for avoiding the attract of metal dust because of this is also one of the point, because of if the slip gauges are magnetized, if any iron particle is surrounding is there, that iron particle is attracted towards the slip gauges because of when magnetization is done, it means whatever the magnetization dust particles will be there, they automatically catch with the magnetization part. So that's why don't keep gauges, the slip gauges and all these into magnetization tools, right? Otherwise, the metal dust will be formed on the slip gauges. Sixth point, they should be handled as minimum as possible. So the slip gauges as minimum as possible. You can handle carefully, right? And handling should be done using hand gloves. When we are using that time, you can use the hand gloves, that will be safe for the slip gauges, right? Never they should kept on working surfaces. If any working surfaces, it means what happened, maybe the working surfaces either slip gauges, the scratches on the slip gauges, so that's why whenever we are using, we can keep in a certain place. After use, remove finger marks and whipped gauges are placed in a box. If any finger deposits are deposited on the slip gauges, we have to whip the gauges are placed in a box, because of if you not whip the slip gauges, our fingerprints will be presented on the gauges. Next one, 10th point, slip gauges are not kept in the wrong position for unnecessary length of time. So whenever we kept the slip gauges, so whenever we are ringing the process, we not keep that slip gauges is unnecessary process. So because of if you keep like this means that the surface and everything will be damaged. So this is clear of slip gauges. When we are using the slip gauges, remember these points. Use of slip gauges. What is the use? Slip gauges का purpose क्या है? मेरे को what is the use of slip gauges? Slip gauges are used for checking accuracy of vernier calipers, micrometers, and other measuring instruments. Because of slip gauges are high accuracy. So when we are calibrating the vernier caliper and micrometer, some other instruments also, we are using a slip gauges because of the calibration purpose. It is in accurate dimensions or not, you can find out by using of slip gauges. That's why the calibration purpose slip gauges are used. Next one, setting up of comparator to the desired dimensions. So when we are comparing the results by using of comparator, so before going to set up the comparator, the standard piece or master piece is our slip gauge. Suppose you want to measure 20 mm height of the any workpiece, so you want a masterpiece, then only you can check all other pieces. So in that place, you will use slip gauges. For the desired dimension. Measuring the angle of workpiece in conjunction with a sine bar. This is one of the experiment in our laboratory. We will do these experiments by using of slip gauges to find out the angle of unknown angles. If you don't know the angle of don't know the angle of any of your jobs less than 45 degrees, that time by combination of slip gauge and sign bar and dial indicator, you can find out the angle of jobs, right? So these are the uses or purpose of slip gauges. So slip gauges will be used for in some other purposes also, but mainly we are using the slip gauges for this purpose. Please remember these points in exam point of view. It's an important point. What is the purpose or what is the use of slip gauges? They will ask like this question. Ringing of slip gauges. This is one of the important topic, and when we are combined the slip gauges, maybe you can take 10 mm or 1.005 mm. We studied 0.1 mm, 20 mm. When we are combined the slip gauges, you want required dimension, required amount of measurement. So that is what happened. We have to ringing the slip gauges. So by this ringing process, so then only we will attach with the slip gauges, because of we need to apply any clamps and everything. Using of ringing process only, we can do we can combine the slip gauges. Ringing refers to the condition of intimate and complete contact and permanent adhesion between the measuring faces, which is brought about by ringing together the surfaces. So ringing is refers to the condition of intimate and complete the contact and permanent adhesion between measuring faces. Measuring faces का जो permanent adhesion means दोनों combine करके रहेगा by using a ringing. It is believed that phenomena of ringing is due to. So what is ringing? How it will be there? It means molecular adhesion between a liquid film and the mating surfaces of the flat surfaces. If you see the slip gauges, there is a flat surfaces, right? So due to the molecular adhesion, so and between the liquid film and the mating force. So because of when we are using the slip gauges, petroleum gel, or we are using that liquid film will be adding mating surfaces of the flat surfaces. The success of precision measurement by slip gauges depending upon the phenomena of ringing. So precision of measurement, how it will happen slip gauges, because of by a phenomena of ringing, right? So ringing occur due to molecular adhesion between the liquid film and mating forces. So mainly molecular adhesion liquid film का वजह से हमारा रिंगिंग होता है. रिंगिंग माने दो हमारा स्लिप गेजेस को अटैच करना, दो स्लिप गेजेस को हम लोग अटैच करना. When we are going to the laboratory, definitely we will see practically how it will be happening with the ringing process. So the ringing is caused by molecular attraction between the surface and liquid film, partially by atmospheric pressure. So when we are the ringing process, if you see these pictures, 4 pictures here. So the first picture, firstly the slip gauges are kept over another and slide over each other as shown in the figure. If you see the first picture, the first bottom one slip gauge is there, and top over one more slip gauge is there. We will keep like this first of all, and then they are made to contact each other perpendicularly under pressure. If you see second picture, if you see in a second picture, you can apply a pressure by a thumb, and you can arrange like this, it both will be in a perpendicular. When they are brought back over each other, they run together. So if you see when after perpendicular is over, just we can run, means both will be in a similar axis. So if you twist that ring process, so that automatically both will be rung together. The rung slip which kept between two slips very small in order to 0.00635 micron, right? So if you fourth picture you can see after rung process, that both will be combined, but the gap will be 0 point हमारा 00635 microns. The gap means हम लोग ने आंख से देख नहीं सकते हैं, but they both will be a combined process. While removing the rung slips, they can be slide each other slowly. Suppose if you want to remove the another slip gauge, so what happened? We can slightly you can remove it. Slightly you can remove the rung slips, so automatically it will be released. So this is a ringing process. So first of all we can kept over, and then you can perpendicularly and you can twist, and automatically it will be rung conditions. So the essential conditions are ringing process को कौन सा conditions पे हम लोग इसको कर सकते हैं. The surface should be flat, accurately ground and clean. So before going to ringing process, the surfaces must be clean, and a minute of grease or moisture must be present between the surfaces. Minute of amount, यानी कोई grease कोई moisture जो है present नहीं होना चाहिए. While ringing the slip gauges, no air should be present between them. So when you are ringing the process between the two slip gauges, there is no air gap, right? And then while measuring the faces should not be fingered. So where we are measure the faces, that time there is no fingerprints on the thing. For ringing, two slips are placed together at a right angle in the form of cross and the rotated through 90 degrees while being pressed together. So like this, how perpendicularly we are arranged 90 degrees, that will give a good addition of the slip gauges. So this ringing process, so we will see then a practical, you can understand how we will do this ringing process. It is in a simple way, no need to worry. So when we are using the when we are doing the experiment on sign, definitely everyone will learn how we will ring the slip gauges. Length bars. Length bars are one of the form of end standards when dealing with accurate dimension that are larger than which can be conveniently assembled using slip gauges, right? So when we are using length bars means it is similar to the slip gauges. So slip gauges will be what happened, we need certain length, means slip gauges is always not possible for higher length, for certain limits only. Okay, so more than that you want, that time these length bars are used, right? These are made up of high quality steel hardened. So ये तो high quality steel से manufacturing करके रहता है, and the 20 mm to 30 mm diameter diameter wise देखेंगे तो हम लोग 10 mm 20 mm 30 mm like this will be there. Then length is 100 mm to 1200 mm. If we attach our slip gauges also, that will also be addition of the length bars. The length bars are 4 grades for accuracy, namely reference के लिए भी है length bars, calibration purpose के लिए, inspection purpose के लिए, and then workshop. So these are the grades divided. Reference, it is for reference only. For calibration purpose, for an inspection, if you want any checking diameter for an inspection. For workshop means normal. So that time we can use a bar. Length bars are similar to the function of a slip gauges, but it is lengthy. If you show in this figure, so these are the lengthy bars. If you see the length maybe 100 mm, 200 mm, 500 mm, 600 mm, the box will be there is like this. These are the length bars. It is in a end standards. Okay, flat surface रहेगा both sides से. So then it is in a end standards करके भी इसको हम लोग कहा सकते हैं. Summary. So in this lecture what we studied: slip gauges, selecting the slip gauges, standard sets, use of slip gauges, care of slip gauges, accessories of slip gauges, ringing of slip gauges, and length bars. So what is the purpose of slip gauges? To find out the accuracy of our micrometer, vernier caliper, and other instruments, to find out the unknown angles also, right? This slip gauges concept is very important in the metrology. So if you go and if you do a measurement for accuracy purpose or calibration purpose, definitely the slip gauges and length bars will be used in a particular measurement applications. Reference: these are the books for the more about the slip gauges and length bars. If you go through these books, you will get more knowledge about this thing, the slip gauges and lengthy bars, right? So if you go through any book, either foundation publications or Mahazan or Palastakar, so these are the good books. If you go through it, and you can get more knowledge about this lecture. So in this lecture we studied slip gauges and lengthy bars. So please remember, slip gauges is main important topic in exam point of view. And next lecture we will see comparators. What is the comparator? What is the purpose of comparator? Definition of comparator, classification of comparators. So in the classification of comparators, what are the types of comparators? How it is applicable for our engineering field, where we are using the comparators, like this. If you have any queries, you can put in comment box also. Thank you.